I don't want anyone's child sitting in the rain, even if they're nameless. Give them a little house that they can go in and lock the door. Somebody last night somewhere jumped into a dumpster and said to themselves, "Thank you, God, for blessing me with warmth and shelter tonight." I want to make my point. Everywhere's wet. Snow, slush, mud, everything. Let me just show you my point. If I was stuck out here, I can go in there, wrap myself in whatever's in there, and be warm. If it were me, I'd climb in there in a minute and surround myself with whatever, rather than shiver, soaking wet out here in all of this. This is survival to them. They're living another day. They made it. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go over here and I'll show you that dream I was telling you that they would kill for. The people that are in those dumpsters, let me show you what they would kill for. I shouldn't say kill for, they wouldn't hurt anybody. How grateful do you think one person in one dumpster would be the rest of their life when they walked in here and shut the door, even if they didn't have power, didn't have heat, didn't have food, if they had nothing but that shell? Better than a dumpster.
I have a couple different medical conditions. They want to call them autoimmune diseases and never treat it. But I know it was from tick bites. I've been outdoors all my life and had literally hundreds of tick bites. So I hung on to my home for as long as possible, and last year I had to sell my home before I couldn't keep it up anymore, which I never planned for. I was always hardworking but self-sufficient, never planned on not being able to bring in the single paycheck.
I'm Larry. I build tiny homes and off-grid housing, really sophisticated little homes. I'm trying to create the very longest lasting, maintenance-free housing achievable. It's important to me that when somebody that has no money pays off this tiny home, they have value. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Larry.
You feeling like a nice warm house with a shower?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, get down here, get a couple days into it,
Yeah.
you know, run all the heat and all that
Since
stuff.
we get there by quarter of 11, I'm home.
Yeah, that's fine. I bet I got a couple hours just getting the tools organized and stuff. All right, cool.
All right.
So see you around 11, and
right.
and you're sleeping in an RV.
Nice. All right.
All right, brother.
Nice. Showering in an RV. I can sleep anywhere.
Oh yeah, you can run a shower until you pass out. You got
Nice.
you got endless hot water.
All right.
All right, bye, Tom.
All right. Bye-bye.
So that's one guy who's not sleeping in the cold night.
I was born on February 29th, a leap year. I was adopted on a Friday the 13th. I lived on a river that changed course and flooded my home twice. I've got some kind of disease. They don't know where it came from or how to get rid of it. So as far as luck, I think it's a big luck. I think it's a rolling dice, and some people get the Cal Ripken treatment, and some people don't have as good a luck. I was one of the first people. I owned my first home at 21, 22 years old. I took over payments on a home. One of the first ones to have a home, and one of the first ones to be homeless.
The reality is, I did leave the lights on intentionally for days. Even on rain days, the batteries were topped off completely by the solar before I even got in. In torrential dark rain, your batteries get topped off in the morning. I'm going to get this buttoned up to where it's livable. There's some other little carpentry stuff or whatever I don't want you sleeping in a fucking bus that doesn't have running water and showers and bathrooms and all that stuff.
I've been there a year and a half, you know what I mean? A couple of days doesn't
But
matter.
now I'm all excited because I just spent
Right.
weeks and long hours to make sure you don't have to. So now I just don't want you sleeping in that bus if you don't have to. I offered to have him come stay with me. He just, has a difficulty accepting that kind of help. He looks at it like charity. Do you have somewhere to park this?
I will. I'll find some place, but it won't.
I don't care if it's here, Tom. I just want to see you sleeping in your bed and showering in your shower.
I'm right.
So,
I know.
So however we want to do that, if it's
as long as when everything's done, I'll take it out. That's all. You know what? I'm pretty worn out from this last year and a half. So I mean, everybody's expecting me to be like all happy. Hey, wonderful. You know what? When everything's happy and wonderful, it means that I'm sitting somewheres with a beer, relaxed. Nothing pressing, nothing to figure out. I'm just looking for some peace of mind right now. That's what I'm at.
Come in here, get some hot water, peace of mind.
Yeah.
Careful putting your hands in here. I don't want you to get scalded. You're that badass? Feel that hot water. Feel that hot water. Ooh.
Now, is there a gauge on this?
Yes, you do this and add some cold.
No, but on that, is there? I've had a couple of years of one hassle after another, so I'm looking to relax. That's the first day I'm parked and I'm relaxed. That'll be nirvana. It started out as I'm contracting Larry to work on this stuff, and he was inventing the wheel as we went along. And
Tom's still here because we have a cord in here, and if there's any issue with electric, we can just plug it in. So no matter what, everybody's gonna be warm, and the lights will come on. We switched out all the batteries. The ones that we had bought, we didn't realize were not good.
Well, the Michelangelo of electrical.
This is the first night, really. He really does have just serious power to do what he wants. How many things, really, have I said, oh, this is absolutely going to be fine, Tom, don't worry, and then all of a sudden...
every day, every fucking day.
And
the guy that buys the first bus off of you after me owes me a fucking beer a week for life. A beer a day for life. He owes me.
You're the dove in the mine, And I'm mindful that he's got a very debilitating medical situation, and he literally could be gone in 3 months or 1 year. From what he understands, it's not going to be more than 5 years.
And the illness gave me the insight of a 75-year-old person at the age of 55.
Yeah.
I've been trying to live on a fixed income with a mind and a body that wants to work, and a disease that says you can't.
If he just has these, basic comforts for all that time, I don't know what else I could do that would make me feel better.
Your thumb is the fulcrum. You can use a rock, a stick.
Listen, you're a mountain man. You open your beer with your thumbnail.
Just as good as butter.
Me, I actually use the device manufactured for it.
Just as good.
It's a fulcrum.
Just as good as
I just like using the word fulcrum, so it sounds smart.
Yeah. You have somebody who lost his entire home. So even though to everyone else it's just you'd say just a school bus home, to him this is what's left of his entire working career's value. Do you see a washer, sprayer? You devote all these years and you learn all these trades and you do all this stuff, and then when you actually apply it to something like this, I'm sure it will be one of the things in my life that mattered the most, and I'm blessed and have a lot of things to be happy about, but this is certainly one of the best.
Would you say that you guys are enough friends at this point?
Yeah, I would, yeah, very much so. I believe in what he's doing. Now he's got to take all that he's learned and put it into production, and maybe lose the thrill of inventing and finding a new and better way. I hope he transitions into that, because I've turned into believe. I really believe in what he's doing and where he's going with it. We're having a bonfire tonight, February 29th.
Oh yeah. How awesome is this? Really look around. There's more down the driveway and whatnot. It's Tom's birthday on leap year. And every one of these people are here. They're friends of Tom's.
So that
Sounds nice.
was,
You know, it's pretty damn cool though. It's a really
Yeah,
cool site.
yeah.
That's yours.
Yes.
Oh yeah?
Goes up and over the snow about 400 yards.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So it's a really good night for Tom and for everybody here.